Once you pressure and you have even a federation, you have power alternation deal in that agreement, power comes to the Anglophones, then the Anglophones have the military and the international affairs. Biya is making that his mouth now because he has the military and international affairs. If we too have that, we will speak and we will bite and we can do anything. We can even ask for the independence. That is the secret. Very peaceful, very straightforward.
Should they give us federation, or we should go there, negotiate for federation, so that if they give us federation, if they agree for federation, we can then take it, and then in another 5 years, we'll build up our army and cut off from them. I think if they agree on federation, we should take it, and then with time, we'll cut off. And so that is it. That's what is happening in La République du Cameroon. They are tapping Monsieur Nkunda to become vice president of that country. Again, let your eyes be open out there. Let your eyes be open out there. What they are planning, we will very soon discover it.
We need power alternation to come to Anglophones as well. If you are a federalist, we need power alternation to come to Anglophones as well. If you are an independent, we need secession, immediate independence. If you are a federalist, we need power alternation in that federation, so that once the Anglophones have power, we could easily ask for independence without any bloodshed. Once the Anglophones have power, we have the military control, we have the international affairs control, and we can easily ask for independence without any bloodshed, without any. At this moment, if you're asking for independence, the risks are so high. Because if it was in the 1960s, when countries were not so open to diplomatic missions, when the Vienna Conventions on diplomatic practices were not open in 1961, when the Vienna Conventions on consular practices only came in 1963, if it was in that system, it could have been very dangerous for you as a citizen to even leave to another country. Right now, just to get a visa to Dubai is 15 years. They give you 15-year visa. So do you think would somebody risk his life to fight a war in Cameroon at this stage when he knows that he can easily travel for a better life abroad or out of the country? Just raise a few hundreds of thousands and you're out of the country? Exactly. So the risks are so high. But we want independence. But we want federation, as some people will say. So how do you get about it? Look for the best possible channel. Pressure, put pressure on that wound. Don't be brute. Be very peaceful. Be very nice to everybody. Be peaceful. Just don't. We are winning this strategy with peace, not with violence. Because with violence, we will fail the very next day and we will lose our legitimacy. The world is on us because we are peaceful. It's like you are battering a woman, you're beating a woman who is not doing anything to you. Passerbys are very sympathetic with that woman and not with you. So you get it. But if the woman is so aggressive, people will hardly sympathize with you. So at the end of the day, please, I'm just begging on one thing. We should identify as Anglophones. We should not identify as Bamendas. We should not identify as Southwesterners. We should not identify as political parties. We should not identify as federalists or independents. We should not identify as anything. We should identify first as Anglophones. And only as Anglophones. Then we have the two options, federalism or independence, on the dialogue table. Full stop. Seek ye first federalism and independence, and all good things like roads, hospitals, good schools, jobs, after schools, and the rest will be added onto you. Seek ye first federalism. All right, Princess, if you know all that, then Princess, if you know all that, then you should stop talking about federation. Look, this is one of the things bringing us apart. Unite as Anglophones and not as federation. Unite as Anglophones as not as independence. We should unite. You are watching me here because I speak in English. And unite. The power of this struggle is Anglophone oneness. Is the Anglophone oneness. It's not whether you stand on the federalist scale or you stand on the independent scale. Because even in a pure democracy, even in what we call direct democracy, there can never be 100% votes. People who always have their own ideology. So do you want to keep those people aside? Those people who are contributing hugely to this struggle? Not now. At minimum, everybody wants freedom. At least, even if you bring the best Anglophones or the most crooked Anglophones, they want freedom somehow. So at minimum, everybody wants freedom. But at maximum, they have their own preferences for freedom. So let us start from that minimum scale and move towards that change. When you arrive that stage, let me tell you for a fact, the people who want federation also want independence. This is a fact. The people who want federation want it at minimum. At maximum, they want independence. If you go to that dialogue table or whatever, and you have the independence, they'll be so they'll be so happy, because they want freedom at a minimum scale. They want freedom. At least they want freedom. No Anglophone I've met says he doesn't want freedom. All say they want freedom. But now it is the matter of choices. You cannot force people to choose, to say, I know you must get this. No. So unite, get the common hook. That is the strategy. Get the common hook. Since day one, I've been saying this. We should unite as Anglophones, and not whether you stand on SDF scale or CPDM or whatever. You get it? I'm a Cameroonian. I'm not an American. I'm not a Belgian. I'm not a Chinese. I am a Cameroonian. I'm taxpayer. I pay my taxes.
My country people then. On the 16th of March 2022, I will produce this white paper where I title am say, Two-State Federation is a stepping stone to separatism, and my recommendations to the Cameroon government. Now only 4 pages, and now both in French and English, so now actually 2 pages for one of the languages. So the article is there for our website www.countrypeople.com/2S Federation, 2 as in the number 2, and then S Federation as I write them on the screen. So make a read excerpts of that white paper for now. I talk say, the so-called two-state federalists are hardcore secessionists in plain sight. First of all, in the Cameroon context, federation cannot be achieved because right now there is no distinction between a secessionist and a federalist. And to make matters worse, federation does not solve secessionist issues, it exacerbates it. That is why Biafran terrorists are fighting despite having elected autonomous state governments. Ojukwu, I'm referring to Nigeria. Ojukwu was a governor of an autonomous federal state which gave him the means to start the Biafra War in 1967. They surrendered to Nigeria in 1970. Right now, Ojukwu's party, the APGA, is still ruling in Anambra State, but they are not satisfied. Yes, this is a federation and secessionism at the same time in Nigeria. Secessionists are fighting in Somalia and Ethiopia despite federation. Secessionists are fighting in South Sudan despite independence. Tribal federalism in Somalia has rendered the country ungovernable. In Cameroon, the only solution is to defeat ambassador terrorism completely and by every means necessary. We must use brute force where necessary to wipe out any instance of ambassador terrorism. After the defeat of ambassador terrorism, I predict it will take at least another 50 years before they restart, and like current Biafra terrorists, they will not succeed. Cameroon government must be prepared for the return of this madness. The best way to prepare for it is through education and sensitization. Returning to the former two-state federation is clearly a separatist time bomb. It must be avoided by any means necessary. This ambassador terrorism has been defeated, but they will never accept defeat because they are not on the ground. They would have surrendered like Biafra did, but they will never surrender because they are Facebook generals. I'll go on for talk say. On another note, we must acknowledge the Southwesterners do not want to be in a federation with Northwesterners. So you see, I'm saying I don't make this point abundantly clear since 2022, and we don't continue for hammer on this point, and we will continue for hammer on the point, continue for sensitize our people them about this.
Like they use propaganda, like on this dialogue that is currently going on. Every single mistake, error that will happen here, they will use it to change the brain of those that are still in the revolution. one of the first person, the first set of Amba that was trained in Nigeria and in Akwaya. That's in 2016 to 17 period. So in all those time, all of our information is on social media. So it is social media that this fight is really focused, because instruction is from social media. And I would say, if truly this government really want peace, they should focus. Last, to de-radicalize us, they should focus on social media, like what My Country People is doing. I hope you know about My Country People. Yeah, because most of us are being de-radicalized by him. I would say that is the only person that really knows the strategy of this war.
The conclusion, the final chapter. So my country people them, when I don't take una time, when I listen to Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga he talk, also to Dr. John Good Foncha himself he talk, when I don't listen to Oka Nasri Clovis, Apostle Ambe Valentine Gwa, Professor Julius Ngo, Barrister Ashu Emmanuel, when I don't listen to Asu Lucas, Dr. Gabila for South Africa, Capo Daniel Ndong Emmanuel, Eric Tato, and of course, Reverend Archbishop Andrew Nkunda himself, he talk, he explain things the way they happen in the Grand National Dialogue and how we end up with a special status instead of two-state federation as some Anglophones they want them. Bishop Andrew Nkunda, he talk and quote exactly what way from Mukete he be talking for Grand National Dialogue. Till this day, not a single person where he be there at the Grand National Dialogue, they don't dispute anything where Archbishop Andrew Nkunda he talk. From Mukete, ye Pekin, now today the paramount fund of the bar for people than for Kumba, and also a sitting senator inside Cameroon. They don't listen to the accounts where the Archbishop Andrew Nkunda he talk about the Papa, all the other people them, the people that will be there at the Grand National Dialogue, from Nijon Frundi, Cardinal Tumi, alongside all the other Anglophone senators, parliamentarians them, chiefs them, and other opposition leaders them. None of them never dispute anything where Archbishop Andrew Nkunda he talk about the Northwest and the Southwest divide. So we can 100% confirm for una, and I don't explain for una say the Archbishop himself, that person with the bonnet for Widikum, and they don't travel all over the Anglophone zone. Any youth and any work as a missionary, they don't work all over the Northwest and the Southwest region. It be uniquely positioned. They get the experience, the education, and the exposure for understand everything where all Anglophones that go through. And I want to make this other particular point. Say this Northwest and Southwest divide, no nothing where it start today. It don't grumble in the background for decades. And the modern day Anglophones them, like the Jomba Akuru them, and most of them, now Northwesterners them, where they go can't try for life when I say, these things say Northwest, Southwest divide, now a manufactured something where the Cameroon government bring them for divide and rule or divide and conquer or for cause confusion amongst Anglophones them. That is a fat categorical lie, because I don't prove them for now with documented evidence saying that the British, they will divide the former British Southern Cameroons into two provinces. The Cameroons province, when at Southwest region today, and the Bamenda province, when at the Northwest province today, or Northwest region. So what will be happening, I say, now the KNDP regime, political party under John Good Foncha, it be abolish that division between the Cameroons and the Bamenda provinces for make way for the creation of West Cameroon as a federated state in the Federal Republic of Cameroon. So after the federated state it be expired, the era of the federation it be expired, we go into a unitary state. The Cameroon government now it bring back the Northwest and Southwest provinces for create 10 provinces inside Cameroon for administrative purposes. The only thing where Cameroon government it don't do now say they don't take a small part of that territory from the former Cameroon's province when to the Southwest province or Southwest region. They take the Widikum part attach them to Momo division under the Northwest region, and then they create more divisions them. Now we get Kupema Nenguba, we get Ndonga Mantong, we get Boyo, we get Meme Fako. The only thing that with the Cameroon government, it don't do them. And if una think say the Cameroon government, it don't divide the territory in order for rule una, why una they still maintain those names them, the Meme, Fako, Ndonga Mantong, Momo, and Bui, and all of those divisions that the Cameroon government introduced that one. Those divisions them, the 13 divisions of the Anglophone zone, it be created by the Cameroon government. Under the former British Southern Cameroons, there were only 6 divisions or districts. They will get 3 districts in the Bamenda province, and they will get 3 divisions in the Cameroon's province, when at the Southwest region today. So these 13 divisions that we will get 7 in the Northwest and 6 in the Southwest, is a creation of the Cameroon state administrative apparatus for administrative purposes them of the territory. So why when a so-called Ambazonians then, if we don't like them, say they don't divide them into districts for administrative purposes them, why would they still abide to that Boyo, Menchum, Ndonga Mantong, Fako, Meme, Momo, and all of those things? Why would they call those divisions them? That is actually what the Cameroon government after 1972 they create them. Also, many Anglophones they talk say they don't want or they don't like colonialism, but ask them why they insist for call Limbe, say Victoria. Was Victoria not the name of a British queen? So when they see how confused our people they be, people the way they talk say no, they don't like colonialism, they don't want to be colonized. They say Cameroon government don't colonize the former British Southern Cameroons. At the same time they insist, say me they call Limbe by its colonial name, say Victoria. This is the quagmire. This is the political nonsense where Anglophones, they don't just be confused. And now why that way we need to get no progress politically, because we be over confused. We don't even know which way we want. And the people who don't know what they want can never be satisfied, because no matter which way you give them, they don't even realize the value of which way you give them. And now why that way I don't appeal to Anglophones them say, yes, I understand many of them talk say the special status it not be good enough. Some people they talk say special status is just a name. It's just an empty container with nothing in it. My appeal for Unana say, people that go for market for go buy empty containers. Yes, that special status, if you consider I'm saying an empty container, that's fine. Use them now as a container for go for water, for go carry water, can't drink. Because consider yourself as people the way they did for Bamenda or for Boya, and the stream, whosa way water the flow, it then for Yaoundé. You need a container for go Yaoundé, for go carry the water, break and for can feed your picking, whether not for wash clothes or not for cook chop or for drink. You need that water. You need the container in order for go put the water inside, bring them for your people, then for can serve them, or for can give them something to drink or to eat and to survive. So use the special status as that empty container. Now it be incumbent upon we, the generations where we did today, the educated ones them, we, the political elites them, the senators, parliamentarians them, the chiefs, the House of Chiefs, and all of those things them. Now use that special status as a container where you could go for Yaoundé, for go fill them up, go for market Yaoundé and the marketplace politically. Whether not tomato they give and put that inside that container, whether not potato, on our onions, on our fish, on our bushmeat, put them inside that container, bring them back home, can feed your people them. Use that special status. Nothing we will not gain them politically, it be useless. No just castigate, talk to me, they throw them away. That is exactly the same mentality where we will get them when we come into this union as a federation, because they will not be appreciate what we will get them as a federal structure. We'll give them away. The veto power we will get them, will give them away, because we nobody appreciate them, because nobody value them, because we Anglophones are a people who do not know what we want. The special status, whether you like them or not, whether you call them an empty container or not, it is an important political concession from the Cameroon central government, where if we be smart, we will use them to our advantage, and every single decade or every single year or every single month, if our political elites they use that special status for go gain one small thing, put them inside that container, bring them home for our people then, Politics is a game of addition, not just adding your political partners, but also adding your political gains. As you go gain some small thing, you add them on top the one where you don't gain them, and as so small, you gain enough for be autonomous or for wield a certain degree of power for control certain things politically for your people, so as for improve the lives and the livelihoods and the development of your people, my country people. Then I rest my case.
Yeah, on a good afternoon. Now, the squad this will be made up of General Animal and General Papi. Now, the two group this where the work hand in group, hand in synergy. If you look and critically, my brother them for diaspora, when I go see say they come get all kind of weapons. If you look am, when I go see G3, when I go see M16, when I go see Kalash, you go see pump action them. You go see SMG, you go see all kind guns them for this squad. But what we will need them for make work be fast for my new year. We need now rocket launcher. Now rocket launcher, now they finish work. If this squad with all these kind of weapons them, where they get them, they succeed, lay their hands for one rocket launcher or two or more also, they go feel work RPG so that the work will be it go ahead. So if una look without that RPG, we no go be able to work, because now army their own device some certain strategies and way now only that weapon go feel help for bring them down. Now then this, now the squad this. We contribute them, we brother them for diaspora, the one them for Mafia Central, the one them for Umojok. Make una put una hands and together, una see how una feel help we, so that we go fit lay our hands for this RPG where we talk. Even 4, 5, 6 heads, it will be enough for we for dismantle the army camp for Bisangabang. Why not the one them for Umojok? So with the back for say make una try, so that we fit get that weapon. Now the general this General Animal picking, maybe go get 1 or 2 things and for tell una. General Animal.
Well, all for one.
One for all.
One for all.
All for one.
Well, I be the general, the unknown general, we put a call now General UN. We try to beg my brothers and for my new country. That's a Mafia Central or Umojok Central. Now say we don't get all kind guns, all kind machines for our church. The church way we don't build now when I Bakut. The mother camp will be built by Seku, and then Chang camp will be on the follow the Bakut camp for back, but they don't work hand in glove now, they don't join together. So which way they need them now, essentially where they need them, now that local run share RPG, because the strategy way military use them now. So we don't decide and which way we need them, now that RPG. If we get one RPG at least with 5 head, I promise you now my brothers and from my new country, we will still carry the struggle, and whoever they carry the struggle to go on, we will make one for diaspora, when they contribute, when they responsible, when they coordinate with, we're gonna get joy too. Me and I like to talk plenty, I like my action. All for one.
One for all. All for one. Thank you very much, General Animal. We'll listen now for General Papi, Agent 105 for Bakut camp.
All for one.
One for all.
One for all.
All for one.
My brother, talk the heart. When I say you won't us try our own best, you don't realize the system way for by government. You don't bring any period. The only with RPG. If you even get even one RPG with 5 head, it will help you, because the way they count this trip, when they come the way it used to come, they come now always amoka. So the beg, if you say na future help you, raise money, me na get one RPG. You know, talk to me you na money for your hand. Na say na big connect, do na connection all. But the thing we need na RPG, make it enter our hand. 5 heads with the gunpowder they use them. We know how to operate up. We don't go training for that kind of thing. And I also will not be able to beg one. So the beg, if you see the people that want, you don't say people that are going to do people. Now only for the fight. So if you see the people want to we promise now before month end, now we news. Now only thing I tell now, now only news now we hear. And the news now we hear, now see now we be glad. Thank you so much.
Malians, step forward! Malians, step forward!
Good morning, my country people there. Now, my brother Amba Sylvester alias Shina Rambo for Bambala. At the count today, on the 3rd of January 2025. For can't tell you, Jimbo Gueheri, how are you the over-worry civilian there for Bambala? So, no worry, you could die. You don't tell them, say, when military they come, they call you, tell you, may wrong go high. Say, you know one die now, and you know one surrender. No worry, we dey come for you. I dey beg that pikin the other day for your back, because all them they cry, say, any money they enter, they take a smoke na your coyote, smoke your banga, buy your Thailand, buy coyote, smoker. Now that coyote worry your head, you know one surrender. The worker, the maker people, they are picking that they die for your back for nothing. All day that they cry, say, you know, they give them money, no nothing. Huh? You know, they give them no nothing. At the big self that picking them, made them sell you, made them even kill you. Now that picking them say go kill you for me. You know, how you want tell we say, you want to run the high for bush. You know one come on, can they enjoy for town? Huh? You know, see we the stroll every day for town, my man. We the stroll we for town. Huh? I the beg all una civilian there for Bambala. Me una hele we. Tell we place where Danjimbo go ahead the high. Moki una follow ye. Even for night una follow. Play the put the head so place where the wrong go high. Una call military. Yes. Me they can't kill. You dey over worry una. Now una dey cry every day say that man dey worry una. And una dey stay high. Una no one talk. Una dey fear na wait. You know if you do nothing for una. Una call military. Yes. Tell them place where that man dey high. May they go kill. He dey run away. If he say strong as strong, you know strong. They say he dey run high for bush. And we go move you for place where he dey high. May you no worry. I dey beg una. My country people there. May any place where Amba terrorists is high, una tell we, they no one come out for bush. Better more killer. So I beg, any place una see Danjibo, go ahead, una call my number 673-934-346. I beg una. They want a new year. More try where we go finish that nonsense for this new year. More finish and before 2026 we want enter, we don't finish all that Amba terrorism. The one they no one come out, they want remain for bush. More make our way the 2025 we want end where we don't finish all them killer. Then the over the step, what business they not the move again, fine. What thing they not the worker, fine. Because of them. You want to go sell small thing for market, you sell small thing of 500, they who you take 1,000 for you. That means you work now for them. At least move, try way, stop the nonsense for this year. May it end. May all my live in peace.
And I want to say congratulations to President Paul Biya. I want to say congratulations to the Prime Minister of Cameroon for this bold step.
That the separatist cause championed by these purportedly enlightened beings is doomed to failure. Cameroon will remain one and indivisible. Such is the wish of the overwhelming majority of our compatriots. This is the very essence of the mandate given to me, and I will never fail to deliver it. I urge them once again to take up the offer of peace that has been made to them and to lay down their weapons. The fate of the die-hard warmongers is unenviable. They will be relentlessly tracked down and will inevitably answer for their crimes. My dear compatriots,